Let's see, it's going, y'all. There we go. It looks like it says it's published, so we'll see. Yep, it's there. Y'all, what is going on? Y'all come on in, hang out. We moved our YouTube from Thursday to Tuesday today. Because we will actually be at market starting Thursday. Actually, I will be at market probably starting, well, not at market, but I will be probably in the city tomorrow afternoon, so that'll be good. But y'all come on in. I got a little excited yesterday because a lot of y'all have RSVP'd to the event. If you don't know how to RSVP, you will be able to, if you use Mighty, which is what we use for creative coaching. If you use Mighty, you can definitely RSVP to, I think, public events, and like this one you can RSVP to it. So definitely get on that, because that way you will know and get a notification for when I'm actually going to go live. Because y'all, things happen, and you know, like Thursday we're at market, and guess what, I can't be live at market with y'all, so but we moved it up to today. Okay, but we're gonna make a grapevine wreath. I am gonna use a welcome sign. I did get this from DecoExchange. I believe I got the wreath from DecoExchange as well. This one is a 14-inch grapevine, you guys. 14-inch grapevine, one of my favorite sizes to use. And this one, I am going to put some greenery up here at the top and greenery right down here at the bottom. So it's going to be kind of like a double, like one here, one there. But we're mainly going to cover this wreath up, honestly, with the sign. Okay, I do have my sign. I'm going to use some of my favorite greenery. It is spring. We've gotten quite a bit of stuff in, you guys. It's been crazy. And if you go to shoplikejordan.com, you can always shop there. Or if you download the DecoExchange app, you guys, you can always shop there as well. It is free to download. It's not free to shop. You have to obviously pay for your goods. But in there, because it's run through a certain I don't know if you want to call it a network or something like that. You can see, like, if we've already shown the product and you're kind of like second guessing, because y'all, sometimes the pictures don't always do it justice, right? So if you have any issues, you know, trying to figure out, like, is it pretty, if we've shown it live, which the majority of the time we have shown a lot of our products live, there is a little video, you guys. There is a little video in there kind of showing you, like, this is what it looks like. So 14-inch grapevine, DecoExchange, the app as well. And then this is a 10-inch sign. This is not an 8-inch sign. This is a 10-inch sign. This is a 10-inch round. Yes, 10-inch round sign. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach this first. And the way I'm going to do it, if you like mounting squares, you can definitely do mounting squares. But I do like to punch my holes in my sign. So I'm just going to kind of center it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I kind of go like right here on the C. That's kind of where my center point is. So kind of follow that. And I punch a hole coming all the way to the top as well. I'm going to punch a hole there as well. Okay, so just a nice everyday wreath, you guys. Really good everyday option. You always want to have that in your shop, or even just for you to make as well. I am using white pipe cleaners, you guys, but you can use the black pipe cleaners if you want to. So I'm going to add this into my wreath right here in the center. You can use a 12-inch grapevine if you want to, but 14-inch is my favorite. Probably my #1 favorite size of grapevine wreath, you guys. That is my go-to. 14 and 16-inch. I know Deco does not carry 12-inch ones, but I have seen 12-inch ones, I believe, at Joann's, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so y'all come on in. I'm just adding my sign. Now, what I used to add my sign was a metal jewelry hole punch. You can find it in the jewelry section. I don't believe we have them at Deco as of right now. That could change because I do know we've like yesterday alone on Monday the 6th of January, over 300 new items were added to the website, and that was mainly picks, sprays, florals, and new ribbons. Okay, so adding that in, perfect. Okay, now first things first, I do love this Greenery. This is one of Megan and I's favorite Greenery, you guys. This one is the 83397. I don't know if it came in stock or not, but 83397. And almost all of this came from DecoExchange, you guys. So definitely check that out, you guys, because we are getting lots and lots of goodies in. Lots and lots of goodies, and I'm excited, you guys. Spring is springing. Okay, so we've got this one, and I have 4 of these. This one you can cut up into several pieces if you wanted to, or you can keep it whole as well. So that's kind of my idea, like something here. Oh, I might actually only have to be able to use one because it feels a little bit big, you guys. Not gonna lie. 2, 3. And then I'm bringing in some white 60919. Now this one does have the paper flowers, but you can use the one with the fabric, the silk flowers as well. Some white 60919, which y'all know we love our white 60919. If you have the baby 60919, which the baby 60919 is just this part, right? It's just this top part of the 60919. Specifically asked for that for us, and it was an exclusive for a while for us. I don't know if anybody else has been able to order it, but it was something that we ordered because I know a lot of us cut these up, so we kind of just eliminated the main branch. Okay, and this one is just 60919, you guys, in the cream. It won't be labeled white, it'll be labeled cream. And said she's on a mission to use up lots of her supplies this spring. You sure about that? I mean, I don't want to be a bad influence, but there was like 300 items added yesterday, so might want to check those out. Okay. So adding my 60919, right? Now what I do like to do is create some bundles here, you guys. I've been doing bundles for, oh, God knows, I don't know how long, you guys. I've done bundles for a long time, at least 4 or 5 years. And what I like to do is take my more, I want to tell you guys, more expensive greenery. This one is a little bit more expensive. This is a little bit pricier. So with that being said, I don't want this to be on the background. I want this to be at the front. Like, I want to be able to see this. The 60919 is just my filler. Okay. And then we're going to blend that in. So look how pretty that looks, you guys. Look at that. Just two pieces. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could. Let's see, you guys. I know we always want simple, but I'm gonna tell you. I sometimes see, this is what happens, you guys. Sometimes I have to change stuff. I have to change it around. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So this one being a 14-inch grapevine, I am going to have to move my sign over. So still, I can still use the same holes. I don't like to go too far off the sight line of the grapevine. And what that means, you guys, is you guys see how it's rounded right here? That fit perfectly right there. Fits good right there. Still decent. But once you start getting to adding your sign like way out here, it kind of throws off the look of the grapevine. So always try and go with what the middle of the sign is. Like this, like I'm not upset with it. It kind of hangs over the grapevine just a little bit. Okay. So you can definitely do that. Like it's not hanging off too much. You can also tuck it in a little bit further in. Like right there, where it's really brushing up against the edge of that grapevine. So, whichever one you want to do, I'm not going to be mad at it. Okay? So, definitely like right about here. But I'm going to just put that there real quick. Now, I did give this a little bit of a curve. Okay? Bringing in my 60919 and I don't even know what this one's called, you guys. I know it's like a eucalyptus fern or something like that, but just bringing to the front some of that greenery from the 60919. That way it's kind of all blended in, right? Giving that a little bit of a curve, so you see we've got that curve because I want it to hug the grapevine. So something just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip tie those together. It was a nice warm, like 29 degrees earlier. So if y'all are out and about, definitely stay warm. So there we go. Now, what I do like about bundling up your greenery like this, you guys, is you can do greenery up at the top. You can do it on the sides, left or right. You can also do it on the bottom. But for now, I'm actually going to put this one right about here. Still being able to use my sign. And I am using a zip tie, you guys. Y'all know, if you've been here before, if you're new here, I love projects that have like little to no gluing, okay? I love me a no glue project. I am going to use a little bit of glue on this one, but as far as adding my main stems of greenery, no glue. Right, which makes it easier to design, you guys. So there we go. Added in my greenery. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim my zip tie up. And so to prevent some movement here, because it did start to move, I am running another zip tie up around some stems. So now it's not going to move anywhere. Okay, just securing that in. So it's not moving anywhere, you guys. Like, she's not going nowhere. Put those off to the side. I no longer need those. I think I'm going to add these. So this is where our glue is going to come into play, you guys. This one is a eucalyptus. It's a little bit different from some of the stuff we carry. This one actually came from Michael's, you guys. This did come from Michael's this year. It is part of their spring collection. But I want to add in some of this eucalyptus. You get 3 good pieces out of this. Save that little piece. Okay. So y'all, what are y'all up to? I know a lot of y'all had to go back to work this week, you know, just in time for the snowpocalypse to hit. Y'all, Texas is, I think, where I'm at, expected is supposed to be like 4 to 5 inches of snow. So I did cut 2 of these pieces up. Another one I'm going to cut up, and I do want to show you guys this because I did keep this one whole, but I do love that this stem right here, this is the boxwood. You guys, this is the boxwood bush. Absolutely love it. I've always loved this particular leaf. I don't know why, but it makes it really nice, fun, and wispy. But essentially, this right here is just 2 of these pieces wrapped together. So you get a lot out of that bush, you guys. That one bush, you get a lot out of it. And I absolutely love that. So you can get, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12 pieces out of this one bush, which is perfect for a wreath like this. Okay. So I'm going to start off with my larger pieces, and that's going to be this one. Now, like, the main part of our greenery was glue tied in there, but these other pieces will be glued in. And I'm sticking with a triangle method here. It's the same. That's not the same. That's the same. Okay. Derek, come get your weather. Come get your weather. Yo, I really don't mind the weather, honestly. My only issue is, like, 1, I live in West Texas. We don't know how to drive in it. Number 2, here where I live, it's always been like, we get told, oh, it's going to snow, and we're like, okay, that's great. But they don't tell us that it's going to be, that first we're going to get rain, freezing rain, and then we're going to get some sleet, and then it's going to turn into ice. And so under all that really pretty snow, you guys, is what? A nice little thin layer of ice. So, yeah, always fun, but thankfully, I normally don't have to go out in that. There it is. Right, so, but that's kind of usually what happens around my neck of the woods, you guys. So, of course, with that comes, you know, like the ice and all that. So, of course, all the trees look really, really pretty. But once all that weight gets added to them, it's like they start snapping. Okay, so now we're going to cut up this boxwood bush. Again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I did get that at shoplikejordan.com, you guys. That is my affiliate link with DecoExchange. So you get 12 pieces per. So on it, actually, that whole package, that one bush, you get 24 pieces out of it, you guys. 24. That's a heck of a deal, you guys. 24 pieces. Heck yeah, I will take that all day, every day. Just because it is a really pretty greenery. It's nice and milky as well, so it matches a lot of the eucalyptus and a lot of the milky bushes and stems that we do get during the spring, because they do like to put that like frosted, like that powder stuff on it, so it makes it look milky. That's the only term I can use to kind of describe it, you guys, is it makes it look milky. I haven't added my bow yet, so we'll do that here in a second. So since I know that there's 12 pieces, it makes it real easy, you guys, for me to add that in, because that means 6 has to be on the bottom and 6 have to be at the top. Right? So we've already done the one on the bottom. And now we're going to work on the ones on the top. Kind of going in a triangle motion. Need to get me a new glue stick. Another one. I will say though, the house is nice and warm and toasty. I actually had to take off my sweater, put on a t-shirt and some shorts, you guys. I'm like, it's hot. I want to tell you guys, like, I'm a very hot-natured person. So if you know what that's like, you know, you're like when I would go around, like, and hang out with my friends, and we'd go, like, for a ride or something, like, and if it was cold, my passenger side window was always fogged up. Like, I'm like, sorry. Just a very hot-natured person. So I love it when it's nice and cool. Okay, so there we go, adding in that. Y'all, do you see all that little wispiness that we have with these? That's why I love that. And adding that eucalyptus, look at that. Adding that, but we only have glued in the 6 pieces of eucalyptus, the 12 pieces of the boxwood, but the main greenery, you guys, that we've used has just been zip tied in. It's a bundle. It's a 2 60919s and 2 of the like eucalyptus fern bush. 2, that's it. Now, one of my favorite things, you guys, and I'm going to try and make sure that we try and get some more of this. I don't know if they carry this for the winter, but I absolutely love this. This adds a lot of wispiness to your designs, right? So I absolutely love how this looks. Love this wispiness. It is a grapevine, but it's really not a grapevine, you guys. Out of that one whole package, you get 3 stems that look just like this one. Okay, so, and this one I will cut up as well. You can always keep them whole if you want to, but I do like to cut these up into some smaller pieces. You know, trying to stretch my dollar here, you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get 4 nice size pieces out of that one stem, which those 4 can turn into 8 if you want something a little bit smaller. I want to go ahead and I want to keep the 4, so that means 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, right? And this is just kind of like, I think it's like a really thick fishing line, if I'm not mistaken. That's really what it is. So we're coming on up here at the top. Kind of spreading that throughout. You can barely see it though, y'all, but I do love the little wispiness of this. This was one thing that I made sure that we ordered last June, because it's in the spring section. When we order stuff, you guys, of course we have to order stuff 6 months in advance. 6 to like 8 months in advance, honestly. Derek, I will be driving to Dallas. Which is probably freaking my parents out that I'm gonna have to drive to Dallas in the weather, but y'all, I cannot be stuck in an airport. I'll go crazy. I will go crazy. Okay, so there we go. We added that little grapevine curls in. You can always add some more. I don't know if you guys can see it really. You guys see where I added them? There's somewhere right there. Okay, so kind of just, you can see that in there, but that's as far as we've glued, you guys. We've not really glued in a ton of stuff, right? So now when it comes to ribbon, you guys, I did pull some options so that way you guys can kind of see where my headspace was as far as like designing this. This is actually going to look really pretty if you did it like that, you guys, because you could even put the sign down here. I would have to put a hole over here on this side. Oh, let's see. I'm not mad at that right there, honestly, you guys. I think that looks really, really pretty. So let me do that right now before I start getting wild and crazy, you guys. Because y'all know, sometimes Jordan likes to get wild and crazy, and we do things differently. But that one hole up there at the top, I'm not going to bother. This one right here, y'all, because it is black, you really can't see it. And I'm fine with that. But right here, I am going to put a hole next to... There we go. So you see where the white stripe is? The white line that's going? That's where I put that in there. So, just... I'm super excited to see Damon, Parker, and Megan. Yeah, we do have a lot of fun when we're shopping. Like, we always try and think of like stuff that you guys are gonna use, stuff that we're gonna use, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's sometimes it's hard because they've got some beautiful stuff at market, and then we're like, yeah, that's not gonna sell for us. That won't sell, but someone else might carry it. It might sell. But also, like, we, as buyers, you guys, we also try and keep in mind like, as far as like what you guys would want to spend on a bush of greenery. And y'all know I love to buy stuff, and Megan loves to buy stuff as well, but Megan always likes to make sure that it's like cost effective, because a lot of the times we're selling to people that are going to make stuff, right? So we want to make sure that their profits are always good as well. So it's just, it's a lot of math. It's a lot of math. And y'all know Megan and I, if you don't know who Megan is, who I'm talking about, Megan is one of our creative coaches in the creative coaching group, but we're also really good friends. So, Megan and we're not the best at math, you guys. We're not. Sometimes the math is not mathing, okay? Sometimes. Majority of the time, we're pretty good. Okay, so there we go. We've added in our sign. Now, this is a metal sign. If you wanted to, you can definitely use a wood sign. I know Deco has 10-inch wood rounds available as well. And the 10-inch vinyl stickers that you can put those on as well. So just keep that in mind. You can always do that. But when it comes to ribbon, you guys, this color combination, this right here, because it's just greenery, is really, really great because you can choose a lot of different options with it. Okay, so I did pull some options for us. First one being, because I did pull the black and the white. This one did come from Sam's Club, but you can definitely do the polka dots if you wanted to. It's a nice neutral base, you guys. So with the neutral base, you can actually bring in some very nice neutral colored ribbons. So browns, burlaps, taupes, creams, greens, even the black on there as well. You can also add color if you want to, like your reds, your oranges, because it's just greenery, you guys. This is just green. It's just a nice green. So if you want to change up the colors, you definitely can. But black and white is an option. We also have the scalloped edge as an option. See, look how pretty that is, you guys. Then we also have the open weave ribbons. Now this one is green, but I still think it's going to bring in a lot of texture and nice pop of texture. And this one is the brown tan color. Perfect for this if you wanted to. Then I brought in the let's see, this is the like a moss green with the brown scalloped edge on it. So that's also an option. Okay, or you can always go foolproof and choose a nice burlap ribbon, you guys. This one is my favorite. I believe this one is in stock at DecoExchange. This one is, oh, I don't know if the number is the same. X501440-32. X501440-32. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you which one I actually liked the most on it, and it is the scalloped edge, but it's not the green one or the open weave. I did like the look of this one the most on it. I did like the look of this one the most on it. Yeah, I like this one way better. Okay. So what I'm going to do, you guys, something that I haven't done in a long time. Going to cut a length of ribbon for myself here. Okay. And I want that to be able to make, so we're going to set that there. And we're going to be able to make like a little roller coaster. Okay. So that ribbon is what? This is about almost 60 inches worth of ribbon, you guys. Now we will cut some of it off, but just my nice tail, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come on in and I'm going to measure I'm going to just do 8-inch tail. Okay, 8-inch tail. We're going to start off with 9-inch loops, 2 9-inch loops. I'm going to use the same ribbon, you guys, for the entire bow. 4 10-inch loops. So 2 9-inch, 4 10. 2 11. And when I say those measurements, you guys, that's the length from my left hand to my right hand. That's the length of that ribbon, 11 inches right there. Okay. So this is about a 4.5-inch loop, 5, and then 5.5-inch. Okay. Twisted that wrong. And then I'm going to bring in 9, 10, 11, 4 12-inch. Now I want to tell you guys, it's important that 12-inch one is not going to come way out here. I want that kind of sticking right in between these two, so in between the 10 and the 11. Okay. So nice, full, pretty bow. Y'all, I do make my bows by hand. If you are not a person that can make their bows by hand, you can always do the Easy Bow Maker. Okay, what I did first, you'll do last on the Easy Bow Maker. Just keep that in mind. So bringing my 60-inch piece of ribbon, my tail. Okay. I need to get me a zip tie, you guys. I ran out of zip ties over here in my little cubby. That color. Okay. So bringing that around. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cinch that. But before I do that, you guys, I want to make sure all my ribbons are going in the direction that I need them to. Yep. 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 Is that John Michael? I think that is John Michael. Bringing in my pipe cleaner. Okay. I'm just going to run that around. My grapevine. Run that through. So, you know, I love mixing different patterns and textures, right? But sometimes it's it's always good to just do one style of ribbon on some bows. It makes it a little bit easier, right? You don't always have to have 15 styles of ribbon for a bow. Just clean it up. Okay. Wrap that around. Twisting that. Tying it off. Okay. So, remember how we have our two tails? Remember, we got our two tails. They're going to the left and the right, top to the bottom. Love this ribbon, you guys. It's so pretty. How pretty that is. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my hand, and I like to make I like to call it a roller coaster, which comes on the ribbon, over on top of the ribbon, just like that. And I will just tie that in using pipe cleaner, wire, whatever you want to. And then I will just leave that tail hanging down, just like that. And then I'm going to come up here at the top, and the same technique, making myself a nice little roller coaster, finding a piece of greenery, using some pipe cleaner. That's what I'm using today. It can be wire, it can also be zip ties, you guys, if you wanted to. Swap out that greenery. Okay. So there we go. Now I will tell you, I did keep these pieces for a reason. These came off of the eucalyptus stem that we got from Michael's. But there's a perfect little piece of eucalyptus in there that I'm going to... Y'all, it's okay if you're late, you can always catch the replay. The replay is always available. Take some of that, you guys. Put some glue on it. And I like to always add a little touch of greenery into my bow. And the reason for that is because for me, it looks finished and polished that way. I know probably polished is probably not a good word, but to use for it. But now it's not so, like there's not anything there. So it all looks like it's all blended in together. Really pretty. Okay. So there we go, you guys. And honestly, if you wanted to, you could take off the sign. You don't have to have the sign. But very, very simple, you guys. 2 60919s, 2 of the, what is it, 83397? Yes. 2 83397, 2 eucalyptus stems from Michael's, half of a bush of the boxwood from Deco, and then 1 stem of the grapevine greenery, you guys, from Deco as well. And then we chose the ribbon So absolutely gorgeous, guys. Perfect for every day, because I do know a lot of people are starting to take down their Christmas. I just actually, before I even went live, you guys, I switched out our tree from Christmas to Valentine's Day. So super quick, easy fix, because I did red and white. I was able to buy some hearts, add them in there, and some other stuff that's Valentine's Day related. So boom, quick, easy, because I'm not taking that tree down. I'm already thinking of Easter, you guys, and I'm kind of liking this palette right here. This color palette. This color palette is definitely very on trend, you guys, with the sage green. Sage green is going to be really popular this year, whether it's for spring or Christmas. That sage green color is really going to be popular this year. Okay, but y'all, that's all I got for y'all. A 14-inch grapevine, a 10-inch sign, two 60919s, two 83397. I don't know what it's called, you guys, so I'm just going to call it 83397. Two eucalyptus stems, one grapevine twig spray, and one ribbon, you guys. So y'all, you can use this pattern on just about every color combination. If you want to bring in some color, the 60919, switch it out for one with colored flowers on it. Like if you want pink, if you want red, you want orange, yellow, purple, the turquoise blue, whichever one you want. There is also multi-colored ones, so you can definitely do that as well. But y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see y'all next week. Next week will be at our regular time, okay? So next Thursday, what is next Thursday? Let me just give y'all a date. So next Thursday, the 16th, should be at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday. Okay, so we should be back at our regular time. This week was just because I'm going to be at market. Okay, but y'all,